I've been telling people for a very long time that this was coming. Right now you're seeing people being pushed to the edge. They're going to push harder and harder to separate those who have no fear from those who do. Because the ones who have fear are going to follow them into the AI controlled new world. They can only control someone who needs them. So if you're afraid that you're not going to have stuff and you're going to be uncomfortable, you're going to be pushed to choose their side over being a sovereign soul in the new world that is coming, because people don't understand what the new earth thing really is. When you reach critical mass, you shift to the next octave, and that's what we're doing as a collective. Consciously, we're about to shift to a completely different way of being in the world. And some people aren't going to make that shift because they don't have it. They don't have the heart-mind connection. And they're still stuck in the duality mind. So they're going to want to be in that parasitic system. That's what they are drawn to. Whereas other people are going to be waiting for this this plasma apocalypse is what we call it. And it is basically the entire world system shifts to a new octave, which is going to be magnetic versus electric. We won't be using electricity anymore. Everything is going to be back to your biofield being connected to the greater biofield of the world. Without getting into the whole flat earth thing, which I've explained that, how that works, the primer field and everything, if you've been following me. I don't want to get into that right now, but this new world model is going to be operating the way, in its optimal operating system, the way it's supposed to be operating. And so that is, in my opinion, the return of Christ. Upright, balanced. As for the whole rapture thing, if this shift does take place, that is a possibility that you will lose gravity for, I don't know how long. Some people are saying it's 30 seconds, some say 7 seconds. Nobody knows. But the gravitational field is simply compression. That's it. It's not the entire mass of the earth pulling you to it. It is compression. And so when the earth atmosphere decompresses, everything will float up. And the sky will open up, and then it will heal itself again. It will repair itself. It's just a cycle that it goes through. That's the theory, and you can take it or leave it, but it explains what all this talk is about people floating up into the sky. In all cultures that explain this, the Bible doesn't really say that, but it does allude to, you will meet me in the air, blah, blah, blah. But remember that it is Lucifer that is the Lord of the air. Just keep that in mind. And it's really just talking about your consciousness. So either way you look at it, it's not good to try and latch onto and worship some person in the sky coming to save you. I wouldn't do that. Whether you think you're going to fly up in the air and go into a spaceship or meet Jesus and walk in the clouds, whatever, good luck with that, okay? That's not what it's about. It's about your consciousness and not having any fear, not attaching to material things because they don't last. All you have is your consciousness field, your soul. And if you preserve that and you are basically purified, it's a purification. That's what we're going through, a purification. And if your soul's not ready for that, you experience things that are painful and you will suffer. But if you are, and you already have this in your soul, in your biofield, in your imagination, you know how you want to experience things, that is what will play out for you.